rejection. There we go. So we get some good material out of this. We'll put it out there. All right. So Tesla, where is it? It's right at the top. And let's see. Previous day's high looks interesting. I'll put that on the list on the chart. And you got that high. So you can see it's probably choppy in there. Cool. Amazon, where does that want to go? I'll move the level further out. You can see where it was there. I also have, yeah. This day it sold off Amazon right off 203.50. Open and just went straight down. So that's where the sellers really took charge. If Amazon gets to there today, expect firm resistance. So I'm putting that line on the chart.
Right. And so at that point, you'd like to see a rejection from that zone, a very clear rejection.
Yeah, specific patterns. I expect it, but of course it could break out too. And if
Right,
that's,
right,
I'll watch for specific patterns. So we'll get
right,
it.
right.
All right, cool. All right, just about done with levels. What's everyone into? Amazon strong. Meta's very strong. Ooh, what happened? Who's into Meta? Wow. Let's see. I like Amazon already at 200.5.
Yeah.
Very strong. Cool.
It's lost, like,
Morning, guys.
ah,
Casey, you want to look at Apple? Alexander, yeah, no more 30-minute charts. I'm using daily charts now and just 5-minute patterns for entries and setups. Uh, Casey, Apple. So you can see this line, it was firm resistance. It's been in play all of last week. Up here, I found this line. It's been on the chart for a while. You can see the firm rejection right there, right there, right there. That's as far
right.
as it went. It closed here and then gapped down. I mean, that's a big seller. You can see right there as
Right,
well. This level is huge. This, whatever it is, 233. Something's happening there. And it's close today. It could probably get there and see what happens.
right,
Overall, it's strong. A breakout of that would be amazing. I mean, right into 235. If it truly finds buyers there, that could be.
right.
So that's what we have. Cool.
It's Amazon Day, the Black Friday.
Oh yeah, I should probably go long Amazon, huh? Bought a bunch of stuff on Amazon over the weekend. And yeah, look at that thing go. So this is a breakout. Wait for the retest, a new high, and that'll be a pattern. But for now, at least for me, no patterns because it takes multiple candles to have a pattern, and these are 5-minute candles, so it takes a while. Google's interesting, guys. 167.50. Very good rejection there. It's the level I've got. Oops. Right there. That could be fun. Let's see what happens. Amazon 201 and Tesla. Who's shorting Tesla? Very nice breakdown. 358.42. Wow, here, look at this. Look at that. Rejected off the level, broke through the next level. How far has this got? 350 is the next level you've got pre-market low if you're looking at scalping. Very, very interesting action on Tesla, guys. Now, what I'm afraid of today, at least from my style, is that after the opening volatility, things could easily just get stuck where they are and not move all day. Kind of like Tesla did on Friday. Look at that, just didn't move. That's likely to happen on a day like today, on this week. So, and that's when I trade a little bit later after the opening volatility, looking to get these big moves. But I don't, it's a little dangerous to look for that today. So my style of trading is not, it's not ideal for this week. Well, let's see. We're all here. See what happens. You know, it's funny watching the pre-market show on the screen. It's like Carlos and Peter are life size in my office. It's just so big. It's enormous. Still getting used to it. Watch Google again, still finding that big seller.
Do you keep levels on stocks like MSTR or anything? The reason being is it's just tanking right now. I'm just wondering if you had a level near there to kind of keep an eye off of
No,
on a
I'm
day.
not watching that. I'm just watching these tickers I showed you. That's it. I have no idea what's going on with anything else, not even the SPY or anything. This is the only thing.
Okay, I wasn't sure which ones you were watching there.
Yeah, it's just these tech stocks. Here's a
Okay,
Hey,
pattern.
okay.
Avi,
Okay,
what do
sounds
you
good.
think of a retest on Microsoft if it gets back there?
It's at just about 420 or 419.72 is the level. Gotta see what happens. If you want to retest a breakout, you want it to break out, come back, bounce off the level. I like to wait for it to print a bullish candle after it bounces and then a new high after that bullish candle. Then I'll enter. So it's likely to be like 420.50, the stop loss below 420, and then going for 425. But all that takes time. It takes an hour to set up and 2 hours to get to your target once you get in. So that's the kind
Yeah.
of setup I look for. If you can do the same thing on a 1 minute chart. It's just slower. Oh, sorry, it's just faster. And you're also out of it faster. It's more of a scalp. You don't catch the majority of the move of the day, but you do get something out of it if you want to do it on a 1 minute. I just like the 5 minute. It's just I'm trying to capture big moves. So that's the thinking behind it. So there it goes, Microsoft 420. And oof, wow, Tesla's a little dangerous now. Wow. Okay. So this hammer on Microsoft on the first candle, this is a really good setup, except it's right in the middle between the levels. If this hammer happened closer up here than the new high, then I'd be interested. I would have probably gone in already and then go along. What's the next level up? Oh, I don't even have a level up. Let's find one. We have this obvious one here, 422-ish. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Okay, that's the key level, 422.50. It's a high on this day. You can see it was support previously, it was resistance previously. This is a very key level. It's just about, yeah, 420. It's 420. Just go with 422.50. If you're going long Microsoft, that's what it looks like. But again, I'm really hesitant today just because I just don't expect things to be good for my style of trading this week. Anyone catching Meta? Seriously, getting so much FOMO on that. Amazon as well. Take a look at this on Tesla. This is interesting. Big bearish candle. This one pushed down. It's made a lower low than the previous one. It's pushing up. And what's really interesting is if it closes above the high of the first candle, it'd be a massive engulfing. The low is lower, the high is higher. Then the new high from there, that's a pattern I would take. And it didn't do that. But that would be very cool. Those are engulfings. And it's happening pretty much in the zone here. And you're breaking out and you're going for the next zone. It's probably 370. Oh, there goes AMD. Adrian shorted Nvidia. Where's Nvidia? I'm still not sure where my tickers are. 140.40. Nice. Yeah. Could be setting up for a reverse ABCD pattern. Yeah, 140 is a key number, so keep an eye on that. Look at Google, expected, behaving as expected, getting up to the level and getting stuck, finding resistance, finding trouble. It could go either way. It could just get stuck here all day. We don't know. For now, there's no pattern, but it is doing something at the level. That's what the levels are for. When it gets there, you expect it to do something. There's three possibilities: bounce off level, break through the level, or get stuck at the level. So Google doing as expected. One of those three so far. Even Tesla for that matter. Who got a partial? AMD, there we go. There's that 5-minute RB. Who caught that? Nice. AMD, look at that. The high of the 5-minute ORB is about 140, 150. The low is down there below 140. Boom. What's next for AMD? Oh, let's find something. Okay, broke out of that. Candles low. You have this is an interesting high, 144.50. That's a long way out though. It is significant. Basically just about 145. That's still a long way out. You're gonna have to find something below that. And if you don't find something, then don't trade it because you don't know where your target is. This is an interesting wick here. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not so convinced on AMD though. I mean, it's bullish, but if you're going long here, I don't know where the target is. I can't pick one out with any confidence. 145 is obvious, but that's just a round number. Oh man, look at this. Wow. And today was the day I didn't expect much to happen, but a lot's already happened. Meta going from one level pretty much to the next level. The trade's already over.
Everything, Apple, everything is like shooting up.
Yeah. This is a FOMO day, man. Watch me. I'm gonna sit here and have FOMO all day, not trade anything. It's crazy. Yeah, I just don't have any confidence in anything. I mean, this stuff has already happened, but what's gonna happen next? I don't know.
Let's see what our moderators are watching, and I see
What's your mic, Andrew? Hot mic. Okay. So Nvidia looks weak. Tesla looks stuck. Microsoft is actually setting up beautifully. Again. Look at that breakout, a near perfect retest. It's not ready to go though. I mean, I wouldn't go long. It's not my setup yet. And where was the target? 22 area. Yeah. Who caught Google? You know, I like these levels because just look at it. It just does as expected. Its behavior changes at the level and then it goes one way or another, or it doesn't go. In this case, it just slowed down. It's basically a 3-bar pattern, a tough one, but it's gone. I'd wait for a retest before I enter. It could easily come back to the level and retest. Okay, there goes Apple 233. Remember, that's the key level. Apple seems to be at the most significant level of the day of any other ticker. Keep an eye on it here. Wow. You want to see a rocket ship or a rocket? There you go. Looking meta. Just no stopping this thing. Wow. What's next for meta? The lows there. We got the gap fill. Yeah, just about 575. Right there. That's the next stop. Well, actually, you know what? Right where it is now, this is more important, I think. It has to break here, 572 area, this high of this day. Very serious selling. Look, they just opened and sold. So the sellers are very strong right there. About 572 area. You can get some good selling. Yeah. Who's playing with Tesla? Hope you guys didn't get caught up in those first 15 minutes. It's very choppy. There you go. NVIDIA, that reverse ABCD. Adrian, you still in this? NVIDIA? All the way down.
Yes, Avi, I reshorted at 130.40.
Beautiful. Good
Yeah,
job. Yeah,
but 138.60 S4 maybe is a little bit of resistance there,
maybe.
and maybe forming a double bottom. I don't know.
Could be. It is interesting. Right where it is now is an interesting area. So it's been support. Look at it. It's been resistance and it's been support. It's a very perfect wick over there. So if it breaks this 139, then the next level down is 137. You basically just go through every dollar, 139, 138, 137. If it keeps going, you're in it. Nice.
Yeah, I got the same trade as well, 140.
Nice. So far I don't see anything different from any other day. That's just my bias, I guess. Huh. But again, it's still opening volatility. There's no trend or anything of that sort yet. Anyways, I still don't see any setup for my style at least. I think I'm more interested in just looking at this pretty screen than trading. It's just so bright.
AMD is following up, heavy.
Yeah.
Retest.
Retest 140, 150. Yeah, I feel like ORBs. That's the ORB retest. There you go. The ORB retest area is just about there. 141, 50, 140, 130, right where it is now. See if it bounces. But my level's further lower. So it's not setting up close enough to the zone for me. I like the look of NVIDIA. I gotta say, this break of low of day looks good now for 138. Oh, and you want to see perfection? Look at this. What's Apple doing at 233? It's amazing. Very important. This will be fun if it's a big double top. Man, that could be short for the day. Let's see what happens. Now, Adrian, all out. All right. Cool, man. You got a good move there on NVIDIA. Oh, you want to see another piece of perfection? Look at this. Look at Meta. 572.32. Just about perfect. Wow. That's amazing. Yeah, there comes AMD now doing a decent retest. 140.76. This is the better retest. Let's see how this 5-minute candle closes.
Yeah, the ass looked pretty light up to 142. So if it gets to 142, it'll go, but I'm not sure we have enough push to get there.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't expect a lot of market orders today. It's those excitable participants, they're not here today. They're making turkey already. I don't think my mind's in the game either. I don't think I'm really fit to trade today. Just kind of watching. The NVIDIA looks good. We have swap. I got the Samsung 55-inch curved screen. They call it the Odyssey Arc. This thing's a monster. I'm really disoriented right now, actually. It's like everything's in a different place. But it is one screen better than six, right? So it makes life easier. Oh, Tesla. There it goes. Why didn't I look at Tesla? No, I had levels. Yep, I still don't see any setups. Nothing. Even though there's been really good moves. I bet you guys got plenty of good stuff on 1 minute charts, but on the 5 minute, there's nothing. No patterns.
Microsoft made a good reversal.
Yep. Everything made a good move, but without me. You get some of that Microsoft 420 going down, 421.
Yeah,
Nice.
not on simulator, but yeah, just got that feeling.
Nice. There goes Nvidia. Wow, Nvidia is the nicest pattern at the moment. But I mean, again, not an entry pattern for me, but the nicest so far. Microsoft. Wow, these levels are something. Look at this. 420 and 416. These are the levels. It just moved the whole range within 2 5 minute candles. Amazing. Let's see what happens at the bottom. Uh-oh. Meta is actually a decent setup for my style. Let's see. See that pushed up, that big long tail hammer. Then the new low is the entry, stop loss above it, but there's not enough risk to reward to go down here. So no, I'm not gonna trade that. I don't know why people look at moving averages. I really don't get it. I mean, look at these levels on Nvidia. Reject there, bounce at that one, turn support into resistance, again retest going. I mean, jeez. That's amazing. 137 is the target on this. But these three levels, I mean, they played so nicely already. And Tesla. Tesla is not too different. Rejection there got really messy at this level. Then break low of day worked if you're into that kind of trade. You can look at pre-market if you like. And straight down to 350. Wow. Very nice. It's funny.
Watching Nvidia casually put it in 500,000 orders in like a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that candlestick. Yeah, I see it. It's 10 million shares on this 5 minute candlestick. It's crazy. Yeah,
Just look at the L1 and the volume just sky. Whoa, 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 whoa.
amazing. Yeah, this is interesting now in Tesla. 350 is the obvious area. It's right there now. What do you think, guys? Big reversal, go for 400? $50 move. There are people who think like that, which is very dangerous. Yeah, look, Meta again messing with me. Look at that. Perfect setup, as I was saying, and then it goes. But I don't see enough of a move down, enough room to move down. Good setup. Yeah. Give me a minute, guys. I'll be right back and sort something out. Just a moment. Hey guys, sorry about that. My kids came home from their martial arts class and they graduated, got a new belt and all that. So I went to see them real quick.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
they're real
awesome.
ninjas, man, those two. Just,
I know. You
just
don't want to mess with them though, eh?
no way, man. They kick my And it was their birthday party this weekend, so they got a mountain of presents to open. So letting them open one or two now.
Nice.
What did I miss? The market reversed. Look at that. Well, Tesla reversed.
Yeah, I'm still holding on to Microsoft. It's just beautiful. It's just
Mm, very nice. Yeah, I still don't see a setup though, or at least for the patterns I like. Who took Tesla long? You're already $4 in. This is the problem with today, I think. Tesla is likely to be where it has been so far today. I don't see it breaking out lower or higher today. Probably not even this week. You only have like 2.5 days of trading. Google's interesting. I mean, it's cool if you can get the long here. You don't really go up for that area. It's really far out. Look at this area where the selling happened. 169. Yeah, that's pretty significant. You can see it's doing the retest here. If this candle closes bullish, then the new high would be the entry. Oh, but the target's too close. Again, there's not enough room to run. Even if it sets up, you can't take it. So anyone get anything good? Any good moves? Everyone's quiet.
yeah, it's just Microsoft. I'm out, but I should have waited, but yeah.
Hmm,
Oh, it's a big moment.
fair enough. Yeah.
Well, I just
Going
got
to
the
the
board
fourth.
FOMO going on.
FOMO, yeah. It's FOMO week this week. So, yes, I'll be here today. Even tomorrow I'll show up, but I don't expect to trade. And that's it then. I'll be traveling to Colombia on Wednesday. And the idea is to broadcast from there, but let's see how the connection and all that is. But at least that's the plan from Monday onwards.
You got a long haul at your, yeah.
Oh my God, this flight's so long. Takes 2 hours to 2 days to get there. 2 days
Yeah.
to get back. So plan is this week, don't get too involved with the markets, just kind of pack up, get ready, spend time with the kids before I go, and that's about it. I don't expect much with the markets anyway. So it's almost like a holiday week. Oh, Microsoft breakdown. Nvidia pulling up to possibly retest 139. And Tesla's going to sit above 150 for now. We really don't see anything here.
Yeah, for a reversal, 563,
Which
564. Meta.
Meta? Yeah, well, it already did a reversal, right? Right up at the top.
Yeah. it's gonna break that low. I think can continue. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There's again, it's you got the it's within the range here. You're not seeing a lot of breakout action. And I'm seeing the same with Tesla. They're just gonna stay within these lines. Breakouts need genuine interest. And this is
Mm.
not that kind of week to expect genuine interest and volatility.
Yeah, the volume is very low as well.
Yeah, that shows.
Except Nvidia has some good volume, but otherwise,
Let's see. Even if things do get into a trend today, it's gonna be a very slow grinding trend. It's painful to watch. So one of those where you put it on and just leave it. This week's a good opportunity to really take off. I mean, anybody who needs a break from the market just to refresh the mind, this is the week for it before the 2 or 3 weeks of trading in December, which will be pretty intense. So if you don't have to trade, this is a good week to just step away and not even read about trading. Don't even expose yourself to anything with the markets. Just step away. That's very, very healthy. You get 2 or 3 weeks in the year that are like this, and it's important to take advantage of that.
No, we are addicted.
Mhm.
Not possible.
Hmm?
We are addicted.
Addicted. I hope you don't live
yeah.
too close to Las Vegas. You could probably drive from Texas, huh?
One must be next door to you right now.
Yeah. Well, they're building casinos here in the UAE, so there you go.
Yeah, okay.
Oh man.
You know how difficult it's Saturday and Sundays now. Like it's just like, okay, what to do now? Like, it's the market.
There you go. You see now? And you hear that? That's called addiction. Brethren addict.
Yeah, like Saturday, Sundays, like, it's just like 2 months, like 2 days, like 2 months.
Find a hobby.
I know.
This is hobby as well. Addiction plus hobby.
Oh God, this is a dangerous business, man. All of us.
Oh, you are recording this. Sorry, I'm breaking all the rules here.
There are no rules until I write them down, so don't worry about it. I'm supposed to write rules actually over the weekend, but didn't. It's all good. So around this 414 area is where I anticipate Microsoft going today, if it's going to keep going the way it is.
Would you like to take a long on the video from this?
Nvidia, let's see. Oh, it's nowhere near any of my levels. Um, if anything, I see it's very weak. It broke the level. It could go up to retest 139 and keep going short. That's the most likely scenario for now. But let it get up to 139 and then see. Let's see, what do we have? Yeah, 139. Where did we find that from? Oh, here. Yeah, that's pretty key. Unless you have the level further down. Let's put it down here. So if you're using this wick, which is a pretty good one, actually. Yeah. Actually, this is very significant. Yeah, 137.14. There you go. It's setting up for the reversal. It's not a setup, but it's setting up. You can see the buyers are interested. But again, where's the room to run? It's just running right back into where it came from. And this is an obvious area of interest. You know something weird is going to happen here. You don't expect it to truly run all the way high up day.
Oh, with lowering volume, would you assume those are profit takers?
Possibly, but I don't know. I'm not even looking at volume. I have no idea what the volume bars are doing. I'm looking purely at candlestick patterns and just cutting out all the noise, all of the other noise, including the volume bars. Um, Basically, the sellers were in charge, and now they're not. But the buyers aren't in charge either. They're just sitting there. You can see these last three candles. They're just sitting there. It's not
Yeah, look,
anything significant, This pattern's
Yeah, the buyers don't even have a win yet, is the way I would look at it. Sellers have one and the buyers have zero.
there you go. Yep, that's it.
that's reversing. I think it's an ABCD pattern.
Yeah, it could be that too. Breakdown again from 137. Could be.
But it's got to be 139 to get the RVR to go back down.
Yeah. And then you really need a break of 137. Remember, that's a big area, 137. It's probably more significant than 139. Let's have a look. Yeah, see, this is a
A
very
week like this, I'd just be all out.
yeah, yeah. See, this is fine for scalping, 1 minute ORBs and stuff, and rising devils and things like that. No problem. You probably got plenty of opportunities of those this morning. But for the other stuff, these 5 minute charts and going from one level to another, let it sit for 3 hours, it's not really that kind of week. Like Google's setting up right now, but I'm not gonna take it. And yeah, Meta set up earlier, but look, it didn't go. Good thing I didn't take it. There's nothing here. Tesla setting up long, but I'm not gonna go. I don't think I'll trade anything.
Yeah, it's tough because I have that funded with Andrew and it's a 2 trade average almost a day. So I haven't even taken one yet. So that makes me feel awkward.
But what's the rules on that? You have it funded for a certain amount of time, is that right? 3 months, is it?
Yeah, 3 months. You have to have a 2 trading average over 10-day period.
Okay. Well, that's an interesting one because a lot of people, every one of us, all of us have an overtrading problem. And so there's days you take 20 trades, unnecessarily. 5 trades a day is pretty normal. But it's very common. A lot of people do a lot more. And then so if you have a couple days we don't even trade, that's fine. It works out.
But I think they you have to do 3 trades a day, right, Shane? Or like
It's just a 2 trade average over a 10-day period.
over a 10-day period. Oh, okay. So it's not every day.
Yeah. So in 10 days you
No,
can
it's not. But yeah, you should put in 2 trades a day though, just to keep on
Right.
par, which I'm not sure what I'm going to do today.
don't take losing trades just to make the numbers. So just
I
wait.
normally put like $1 stop and watch it go like 20 cents and get out.
That's not gonna get you anywhere.
It's really not meant to be a winning trade or anything. It's meant to get my trade. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
2
Like
trades.
it's
Why
not
don't
about
you
the
just
money or the commissions or anything.
can you just take a small trade?
I don't want it to be too obvious where I'm only taking one share of something.
Oh man.
If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right.
The bigger problem is you don't want to build bad habits for the long term. Taking these trades with negative RVR or reverse RVR. Just please be careful about
Eh,
habits. Very important. Just be aware of these things. All right.
Yeah, like you said, there's no setup today though. There's
nothing.
things are moving, but there's nothing there.
That's right. No setup. Unless you read momentum and you ride momentum up front right in the first 5 minutes. Okay, you can trade just like any other day. But other than that, it's not convincing. I'll be here another 15 minutes, guys. If you want to talk about anything, let me know. I'm really not trading. We just do some Q&A.
Hey Andrew,
Hey, Ziad, what's up?
what's up, man? What do you think about Apple for short?
I think it's already gone. Because from 233, that's the area to short it from, and now it's already a little close to low of day. It's probably going to hit low of day. And you
Yeah,
don't
I'm
short it
just looking
here.
at yeah. All right. I'm just looking at PDC. Still, there's some room to PDC if that
Well, there's
can go
room.
there.
Again, today's buyers really came in here at 231.50. They're gonna defend that price. So you're
Okay.
going into that, maybe looking at a break of low of day and then for the 230 area. Don't
Mm-hmm.
plan for breaking low of day from now. Now let it get there first and then see.
Okay. Look at Nvidia. Nvidia, what's it doing?
Yeah, I'm
It's
seeing
going right.
everything's going down. Oh,
I think
Okay.
Meta is there, then Shane, maybe, possibly have a look for reversal.
Tesla is going.
I see a
Yep.
perfect setup here on Amazon. You guys see this? Break the level, right? Break out, retest, print bearish, a new low. This is the entry stop loss right above, and you're going
Yep.
down. But again, today's not my day for trading, so I'm not taking it. But this is a good setup. Where would it go if it's going from there? You have possibly, yeah, I'd look at this. This is very significant. There was big buyers right here at the bottom of here, 198.65. So how's RVR on that? Again, no RVR. Can't really do much with this trade. You can get it, maybe get 2R. It's not worth the risk. It's just not worth it. Look at Nvidia. What's interesting is it's broken down the level for the second time, a key level. This is a good one,
Yeah.
actually.
137, yeah, it's going down.
Uh, what did it do? It went up here, it retested the area. There's no real entry. It wanted to retest from the downside of the level, not like in the middle. Somewhere the
Yeah,
137 area, retested from the underside. And then
yeah.
if it,
Actually, the entry was like 138.29,
yeah,
yeah, when the level was tested, yeah.
here, if you can get it. But again, in this area, the 138 area is in the middle in between two numbers. You don't want to trade
Mhm.
that.
I think it's coming back up, yeah. So 137 is a key level.
Yep. And there goes Google. Look at that. Setup happens. These long tails, new high would have been on this previous candle, stop loss below. But again, it's only 2R if it breaks high of day. And now Nvidia putting in that hammer. That's a good one, actually.
I don't know if you agree, but it almost seems like that's where 137 is where everybody's covering. So somebody used a lot of their buying power to push it down there and didn't get much help.
Yeah,
Now they're kind of taking whatever profits they can.
that makes perfect sense. And as expected, we know that there's buyers here. Whether they're covering or they're new buyers, I don't know, but they're buying. Right here, as expected, the chart tells you that they're gonna buy when it gets here. You can see it, what they did here, what they did here. There's just wicks at this level. So you can expect it. And now look at this. There's the hammer, the new high. That's the entry. But then how far is it gonna go?
There's no Avi volume in the market today.
No volume. The market doesn't have the feel that it normally does. You can see where all the levels are on everything I'm looking at. The levels are just close to each other. So there's no room to run. And that's how I'm seeing it. Like I would like to short meta as well, but there's nowhere to go. Hey, Atif, you're coming to Colombia, right?
Yeah, I am actually. I'm in Muscat right now. I'm traveling back to Houston day after tomorrow.
Oh my God. Okay. That's
Yeah,
funny. We're both going from about here to there.
this is my second trip, Avi, so I'm completely exhausted. Within like last few weeks, I had to come here twice.
Wow.
So yeah,
What the
so
hell?
yeah, we'll Colombia.
Stay away from the markets, man, while you're traveling and doing all this. Where it's going to get pretty intense in Colombia. So save your mental capital while you're traveling. Rest up. That's what I'm going to do rest of this week. Really not going to pay too much attention. I'll probably show up tomorrow for a little while, have a chat with everyone. Well, you guys going to be here tomorrow? If you don't want to show up, I probably won't then, because I don't intend to trade. Who's going to be here? Show of hands. can do it in the
I'll
chat.
be here.
I'll be here.
Yeah.
Here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you convinced me. I'll be here
I'll
too.
be here.
I'll be here.
Okay, fine, fine. Get the picture. All right. Well, we'll be here. We'll be here for about an hour. Oh, this is the prettiest screen I've ever seen, and it's the ugliest day in the market I've seen in a long time. Google's not gonna go, huh? Amazon is.
I mean, what day you were reaching Colombia? You are reaching a couple of days early, right?
Yeah, I get there on the 28th. I think that's Thursday.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Thursday. Crap.
My flight's on the first, actually, 1st of December.
First, yeah, that's when everyone else is arriving. Like I'm on the 28th. I'll be there with Pierre and Lenny. Andrew gets it the next day. We'll get into some things, and then yeah, everyone gets there on the first. And then we start having fun. Which reminds me, I gotta get the laptop working before I travel, right? Man, Amazon is so beautiful. Look at that. Breakout, retest, reverse ABCD pattern. That's the entry. But again, just it's not worth the risk. I like to take a bigger trade on this. But yeah, very good. On any other day, I would have probably just taken this. I mean, laptop hasn't been used in about a year. It needs to be updated. Anyone in Amazon? Go for low of day.
Amazon, no. So,
That's good. Look at this short on Meta.
yeah.
Top, second top, makes a bearish candle. The new low is the entry, stop loss above it, and really a bigger move. But the setup's good. There's nowhere to go again. You want to see something? This is important. I was talking about this on the webinar on Thursday. This is one good setup where you have the hammer, this big hammer, long tail hammer, but even then you don't get in. You still want to wait for a new high. It hasn't given you a new high, so you don't enter. If you just enter when this hammer closes, you'll be stopped out and chopped up by now. So you're waiting for confirmation of the setup, not just the setup, but also the confirmation. And then you have a high conviction trade. And then it gets interesting because then you can actually, when you start taking really high conviction trades, one weird thing you can do is go with lower RVR. So higher win rate, lower RVR. So that's where these 2-to-1 trades will work. That's more scalping mentality. But anyways, you can still get that with high conviction. If you're really waiting for confirmation of the setup, you sacrifice some RVR and you can trade like that. But again, make sure you're having a 50 or 60% win rate to do that. Otherwise, you won't survive. So this is one very good example of do not enter. Even after this hammer, don't enter. It's not going up yet. Let the market go in your direction. Prove to you that it wants to go in that direction. And then get involved.
I was talking to a member yesterday and we were kind of discussing your RVR and things. And I kind of said it just as what I thought you do. But when you take these like 2R trades and stuff, are you really using those as like another opportunity to get into that position in a better spot? Or are you really looking as, okay, this is all the move is going?
Well, you see, I'm waiting for obviously the setup and the RVR. I want it to be 3-to-1. And these days, I'm actually happy to take 3-to-1 compared to previously where I would really only look for 5-to-1 because I have a higher win rate now. And then what sometimes I'll do is before I even take a partial, If I get more confirmation, I will add into the position. So put on more risk. I'll even try and tighten the stop if it's possible. So I go with flexible dollar risk. So some trades I risk a little, some trades I'll risk a little more. Sometimes I start a trade and then I'll add in more. So I'll put on more risk as it starts to go. Again, all of that's based on price action, every single thing. In this most simplest thing is you got to balance out win rate and RVR. And the reason in the course that I put in RVR is an absolute must is because for everybody in the first at least 2 years of this business, the win rates are terrible. Nobody makes 40% win rate. Nobody. 40% win rate in your first 2 years is amazing. So the way to do it is the way to survive it the first couple of years is to just get high RVR trades, very high RVR. Don't even touch the market until you get that going. And then once you understand your trading setups and your confirmations and how to manage a trade, then you can start playing with it. That's a little bit more advanced. I should probably put a new module in there about, advancing or evolving as a trader. But yeah, that's how I do it. That's how I see it. And so I typically avoid these 2-to-1 trades, but if there's very good conviction, sometimes I'll take it. Like on Amazon. On another day, I may have taken it. Today, no. Again, today I don't have any conviction on the market. I don't even think it's worth showing up today. So I would have entered about there, just about 200, a little below maybe, and go down. On any other day, I would have taken it. Today, no way. Just because I know the market's flat. So yeah, that's my thinking. Hope that answers the question. Not sure if I did.
Yeah, because you'll get into a position and take the 2R, and then 30 minutes later, whatever, you'll take it again and get the big move. While I won't get out at that 2R, it'll pretty much go to break even or death, whatever one comes first. But yeah, maybe I've been thinking about that a lot, and I was just curious.
So Avi, just as a follow-up, you've kind of adjusted recently to try to go for more 1 to 3R just because it provides you a higher win rate, and it.
No, it's not that. No. Win rate is something that you got to prove to yourself first before you do anything else, before you adjust anything. So once I started having more confidence, let's say in the last 2 months or so, that my win rate's better, then I started being more willing to be a little more relaxed with having enough room to run. So I can take a 2R trade. And 2R is, it's not great. But only if the setup and the confirmation of the setup are absolutely perfect, absolutely excellent, then I'll take a 2R trade. I'm taking it as if almost as a guarantee I'll win that trade. Almost. Of course, there are no guarantees. But really don't trade like that unless you really are absolutely sure of your setups and your confirmation of the setups and your ability to manage the trade after you're in it. All of those things. So these are things that you have to earn your own trust. You have to do it for long enough, and once you have your own trust, you can do that. So that's very much an introspective process, self-reflection stuff. That's the only way to know these things. But of course, I always calculate my target before I get in. Always want to know where my target is before getting in. That's a must. If you're a momentum trader, it's different. You don't really need to do that so firmly, but for this kind of trading, that's very important. You guys want to see this? Okay, so one of the elements of the setup of this naked trading strategy is you need room to the left. So if you look at Google here, it never did one of those seriously good long tail hammers, but you can identify an ABCD pattern, right? So you might think, okay, it's firmly holding the level, so you can take it long and put the stop below. But the truth is, there's no room to the left. Look at this for the last, I don't know, hour almost or whatever it is. It's just been here. It's been occupying the space here, right? That means it wants to stay there. So you don't want to play with it. As long as it's in this area, you don't play with it. Very simple. You want airspace to the left. I'll give you the opposite example. Look at Meta. It got here, made this big reverse hammer. There's nothing there to the left. That's an indication that it doesn't want to be there. And sure enough, it's been going down. It hasn't revisited this area at all. So having room to the left, just empty space to the left is really, really critical for this kind of trading. Again, because there's no other indicator. You're just looking at candlesticks and horizontal lines. There's nothing else. There's no, VWAP or anything. So make sure you know what you're doing with this stuff. Make sure it's absolutely right. So again, room to the left is one of those odd ones, but a very, very important point. There's AMD's another one. AMD's set up, but not at a level, but you can see where it came down here through this big wick. There's plenty of room down in this area. It hasn't been here, not even in the pre-market. It hasn't been here. And sure enough, it popped down here again, but got pushed up again and again, quickly pushed up. It doesn't want to be here. It wants to get out of this area, go into the 140 area and maybe above. So room to the left. It's very, very important. That's again one of the pieces of confirmation I look for. Very, very important to have room to the left. Otherwise, you have a lower conviction trade. What do we have here? Adrian, SMCI. Sure. Let's see what that is. Ooh, looks like a mess. What are you trying to do with SMCI today? Gap up, but again, it gaps up every day, or it gaps somewhere. Well, a lot of days. Did you get into this, Adrian? SMCI? It's just, candles overlapping each other.
Avi, what do you think about NVIDIA as a short here? This 137 level?
Yeah, this 137 area is a very important area on the chart, on the daily chart. Serious support. I mean, look at that right there, right there, right there. I mean,
Yeah.
push. So, and look, it's already made a big move down. If you like to calculate the ATR, it's probably done the ATR already. And you're talking about another move continuing down. I don't know. And look at this. Big buy. Yeah. Again, even now, I don't see it as a short, but I also don't see it as a long. Again, there's no room to the left. It's just stuck here. It wants to sit here. It was shaping up with a double bottom, but not a good double bottom because the second bottom was lower.
Yeah.
And then it did do this hammer, which is interesting, but then it did not give you a new high. So there's no momentum beyond this hammer.
Yeah.
Keep going. So there's no confirmation of anything except that it's stuck in one place.
This Tesla low of day, 350, 349 area also seems like a pretty important level.
Yeah, it's just stuck there. Same thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this is where goes to sleep. Nothing else.
So, Avi, you look at the ATR, like, do you look at the daily ATR as well or no?
No. I look at the size of the candlestick on the chart. I just eyeball it. It's very easy.
Oh, okay.
See how much these candles tend to move. This is approximately moved how much it tends to move. That's about it. Yeah.
Okay.
It goes the other way.
And like, do you add, let's say the trade is going in your direction, because it's options, do you add in between or no, you don't?
I add if I can tighten the stop, ideally. So if it claims a new level and confirms it's holding the new level, then I'll add and I'll move my stop into the new level or just on the other side of it.
Oh, okay.
I like to add without adding risk if it's possible.
Because it's options. I mean, I still, I know like in the room they talk about, taking it out and then adding it the next, pullback. And
yeah,
I don't know, averaging out still I cannot get in my head. Like I still find it like, okay, you're gonna, lose money. I don't know. It's just my thought process.
Firstly, never average down in specifically in momentum trading. And what most people talk about in BBT at least is recycling. And recycling is incredibly complex. You gotta be so proficient to do that with momentum trading. It sounds easy and it looks easy once it's said and done, but my goodness, it's hard. So that's one of the much more complex skills. Don't play with it until you first know what you're doing firmly with your setup and your style and your psychology and all of those things. Get the easy stuff done, low-hanging fruit, right? Get that done. Then other stuff. That involves a lot of tape reading as well. All that cycling, so another world. Shane, this is an interesting graphic you've got here. Yeah, I think this is one of Thor's, or he's got something similar. Win rate and RVR. And another one, RVR and win percentage, anxiety levels. Yeah, flow. Exactly. I put flow as one of the sections in the course. Very important. Flow is amazing. This is how you really perform well. I can tell you today I'm not in the zone, not in flow at all. I don't even feel like it. It's The market's just a joke. I mean, I kind of knew it from last week anyway.
Yeah, I think I'm going to start using this chart as a where should I take quote unquote my first partial, because I usually take off about 80% and then I can add in later. But I think this is going to decide where that 80% is to help kind of increase, like what you mentioned earlier, the win rate and the RVR.
Yeah, now the thing is, if you're gonna go with that exit strategy to exit at a specific R value, then make sure that the target is not within that R value. If you're like taking a 3R partial, make sure your target's not 2R away. It should be beyond. It should be way further out. And then when it gets to 3R,
Well,
just target your partial area. So,
a
you know,
target is just the area of what's going to happen. Is it going to keep continuing in in my direction, or do I need to start getting out? That's like where I need to make my first decision is that first target, whatever it may be.
yeah. No, but it's what we're talking about here, two different things, I think. There's different strategies for taking profits. One is just wait for the target, take your profit. The other is take it at a certain R value no matter what. And a lot of guys do that because you want the
Yes.
statistics to work. You want, win rate and RVR. And, if you want to just do it in a very mathematical way, okay, it works. It's fine. Thor does that a lot. Peter does that a lot. And they're very successful. It does ensure you don't get those 10R trades. So that's one aspect of it. So I don't do it because I want those big ones. But if you're gonna do that, the only thing to consider is make sure between your entry and where you think the price may slow down, make sure that it's sort of far out. So you can have your 3R partial no matter what. That's important. You might take a 2R partial. I think Thor does a 4R these days. Peter does, I think, 2Rs. I think even Jared does 2Rs these days. So, make
Yeah,
sure.
right now I'm trying to target 5, and if I take 80% off, that'll give me 4R with
Ah, you
1R to work with
fucking
to add in or
hamster.
whatever.
Yeah, cool. Make sure that works then. As in, stay consistent so you get the right statistics and see if it works. That's
Come
important.
on, man.
What happened, Andrew?
Ah,
Let's stop someone.
I'm just frustrated with Tesla.
Today's sim trading day, guys.
Yeah, video's breaking down though.
Maybe. Still struggling at the low of day. That's where the buyers were previously. Same with
Mm.
Microsoft. Same with everything, man. Just Meta's the only one kind of, no, Meta's always crazy.
I mean, like, have you looked at like scanners and like because I see there, some of the traders who just do the same pattern all the time, right?
Mhm.
Gap up, pre-market, and then they short it, right? That's all they do. Like I see some guys in Twitter who said that's it, like gap up, ticker, and then short them, right? Like, so do
Yeah.
you have ever looked at trade ideas or like scanners or no? Never.
Not me.
No,
See,
okay.
there's strategies. There's many strategies, but when is your strategy valid? Just because it gaps up doesn't mean you short it. Watch the price action, watch it at a level or an indicator that you like. And if it's behaving a certain way at a certain indicator, maybe then you have a short opportunity. Otherwise, you
Mm.
blindly short it, you'll have a less than 50% win rate, that's for sure. And then you have to
Okay.
balance that out some other way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because even in the chat room, right, they come and look at different tickers and like, okay, yeah, pick whatever is in the news, and yeah, I don't know how they do that. Like,
Short Nvidia here, guys. I'm not gonna short it, but it looks good. But where's it gonna go? 135 is obvious, but nowhere to go. Yeah, just make sure you got the nuances of your strategy right. On Twitter, the problem is it's very hard to write down on every tweet what your strategy is. It takes 2 pages to write it down.
mhm.
I did 2 webinars last week and I didn't even cover the entire strategy. And that was like
Oh,
4
okay.
hours. There's still more. So,
Mhm.
social media is, yeah, it's what it is. You know, don't take it too seriously. It's more just buzz and excitement and fun than anything else.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
At least now you're able to figure out like who is genuine, and there are some people who really break it down, like their day trade, like their trade, and like what they did and everything. I don't know how. There's a lot of effort they put in. So
It's a
there's some good guys who does it. Like yes, I was like, man, that's a lot of work they do too.
There's an 80/20 way to do it.
Yeah.
I do it in 80/20 way. What do? I just record myself trading and I put it up there. There, finish. You know what it is. You want to see it? Go see it. I'm not gonna sit there and type it up. It's like, no way. I'm doing this every day. So yeah,
Yeah, like
I don't get it why people
crazy.
don't do 80/20, man. It's crazy. There's so much effort.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, do it easy way. If people want to figure out, go, learn from it, right?
Go figure it out, man. It's not complicated.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Somebody was telling me, you guys, I think PK, one of you guys were telling me last week about our Discord, where I should write down the rules in the rules channel, just to kind of direct people where to go. Well, I figured all the channels have a description or have a title, which is descriptive. If you read that, you'll know kind of where to go for what you want, right? You want to look at trade screenshots, there's a channel for that. You want to look at psychology, there's a channel for that. Do I have to go in and write it in the rules? Hey, read the title so you know what the channel is about. Isn't that like counterproductive? Where's 80/20 in that? Anyways, I can see how it can be messy and confusing because it is a new environment for a lot of people. Even when I go into a new Discord environment, I'm like, wait, where's everything? What is everything? So it makes sense now. I should probably take 5 minutes and do it, but I haven't done it yet.
So, I don't know. So
The
maybe
di-
on the phone, I think they were asking you to add different channels. I mean, a lot of them which are showing on the computer is not showing up on the phone. So I had to like search and add the channels. I don't know what, just one time, and
Really?
then it was, yeah, like
That's
on the
weird.
phone, yeah, not on the computer, but on the phone. I had that issue, but
Was there a discrepancy with channels
Ah,
and
Lord.
text channels for you?
no, it was not there. But it will show somewhere that you're missing a notification from Trade Idea. Like, okay, let's say
Mm.
one of the rooms, right?
Yeah, I
I
get you.
can see once I click and see that, then that room is gone. Then I added it to my list, and like then you can go in whenever you want. But otherwise, you would only see that when there's a notification.
Now you got to set up your notifications or your settings. I've done this before in Discord where it'll show all the channels or it'll show just whatever's having a notification. And
Yeah,
Discord is very
then I added
complex.
it.
There's so many
Okay.
settings you can play with. And again, with Discord, I don't like to get into all the details just because it's unnecessarily complex. You can get lost in
Yeah,
this.
it is.
That's not my purpose here to, create a complex channel. It's just a tool. It's not something, that's actually, it's not for entertainment. It's just a tool to get a job done.
Yeah,
Keep it
it's
simple.
a bit complicated. I mean,
It can get complicated, yeah. Oh shit, now I clicked on something weird. Look, now you got me messed up, man. There's games and stuff in here. We should play games while the market's behaving like this.
yeah, that's right.
That would be fun. Maybe we could use it for that. I think that's its purpose.
Yeah, online gaming.
Gaming. Gosh, where is everything?
Meta's reversing, but it's just grinding and just
Everything's stuck. Microsoft did an engulfing though. That's a good one. Like, this is a good setup. Is it? Where? There we go. Yeah, see that? The low of this big white candle is lower than the previous one, just below, but its close is way above. It's just engulfed the previous candle and the previous entire range, literally. Now the new high is the entry, the stop loss right below the level, or you can be more conservative, go below the candle, go for the big number up there. Again, on any other day, I probably would take this. Not yet, but when it makes the new high, I would take it. But not today. Nothing's going to work today. Not for me, at least. There you go, pushing the new high.
Great mover again today. You guys don't give much lift to coin, but this thing moves, man.
Man, listen, there's every day of the year to trade. Why you want to take a risk on a week like today, like this one? You know, there's no need. There's truly no need.
Yeah.
We got some messages here in the chat. Let me get through some of these. I'll answer these questions, guys, and yeah, I should go soon. Tommaso, hey, welcome. I'll be seeing you soon in Colombia. Still testing everything. Yeah, test it out. Come on in. We have the Discord server and the Zoom link I posted every day for our live trading sessions. Samanjit, what's up, man? You've been doing really well, Samanjit. I've seen your trades, man. Good stuff. For range market, is there any kind of calculation to use the target option price? Especially when you walk away. Yeah. Samanjit, that's a tricky one. For now, I still just map it visually, but I'm meeting Brandon next week in Colombia, and we're gonna figure this out. This is an important one. If I can
Yeah,
really put a script together where I don't have to map it and we can do it more accurately, like an alert on a stock ticker that just executes an order on the options, that would be perfect. And these things are very doable, very viable. Brand,
Thanks, Avi.
yeah, go ahead. All right. Brandy, access to the course as members. Brandy, there's two separate things now. The course and this live trading mentorship are two separate things. And for now, the course is on a discount. So you can take a look if you like. Cool. All right, that's all the questions there. All right, anyone else? Any other questions? Any other games you want to play? No? I think I'm gonna go make Lego. Not much else to do. Go pack my luggage and update the laptop for Colombia. Get that thing ready to go. All
Avi,
right.
what do you think about the
What?
hammer in Tesla, the
Yeah.
5 minute before? Is that
Five
something?
so early.
Ooh, there it is. Look at that. Yeah, Tesla. It's a good hammer. The only thing, so after this hammer, you want to take the new high. So the entry was probably a minute ago, stop loss below, and you go for the other side of the range. There's only a couple of things. One is on a day like today, I don't trust anything to make a good move. And the other thing I would be a little careful of is the room to the left. Now, this does have some good room to the left. It hasn't genuinely been down here, in the last half an hour. It only came down here once and it got pushed out quickly. So it's a good setup. It's almost perfect actually. Close to perfect. It's just that room to the left thing that really would have bugged me. But yeah, this setup's great. Yeah, good catch. Of course, it's working now, but the point is the setup. So if you go
Yeah.
back one candle, there you go. Oh, you can do it this way. My chart doesn't do it. Yeah, good setup. And it's right at the level. That's the key. And then if you take the new high, if your stop loss is below the hammer, you're getting 3 or 4 to 1 to the first target and then further out. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's a good one.
I took it at 351. Let's see what it goes.
Nice. Nice. Cool. Yeah. Just don't get too caught up in it because the thing about this is you're playing a reversal, and the thing about reversals is reversals means it's going back where it came from, right? Reversal, right?
True.
But with that, what you get is it'll do this. It'll mess around where it messed around earlier. You can see these wicks up and down here earlier. This area is going to get messy. Then you got this wick. As it approaches 356, it's going to get messy. And this level, we know it's a big level. It's even a pre-market level. And then you have the high over there. So it's very hard to sit and watch a reversal just because it's going back where it came from and you can almost predict where it's going to get messy. And if you start partialing and recycling and doing all that stuff without knowing what you're doing in a reversal, what could have been a 10-hour trade has now become a break-even trade because you messed it up on the execution side. So that's the hard part about reversals. Other than that, put it on, put the orders in place and go do something else. Let it be.
All
That's the
right.
best way to do it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. All right, guys. So yeah, no trade for me today. I'll probably do the same tomorrow. I'll show up, but I won't trade. Anyways, take it easy, keep it green, and I'll catch you all tomorrow then. See ya.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Evan.
Sure.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care, guys.
Thanks, Avi.
Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot. Bye.